Hi everyone, Dr. Shook here, and this is our 7th sauna session. In this video, what I want to discuss with you is memory loss, Alzheimer's, and thyroid dysfunction. And in particular, we're going to talk about Hashimoto's, but I really want to talk about how your availability of thyroid hormone and how Hashimoto's and the inflammation, the subsequent inflammation from that autoimmune process can cause issues and problems with your memory. So have you ever walked outside, gone to the grocery store, and you came back outside and you don't remember where you parked? Or have you ever looked for your keys? You're getting ready to leave and you're looking for your keys, but you can't remember where you put them. Or you can't remember where you put your shoes. Or you walk into a room and you don't know why you walked in there. These things can happen, and they can happen to you, and it can be perfectly normal. You might be distracted, but when this starts to happen on a regular basis, or you start to have difficulty with remembering your sense of direction and where you're going, you forget your where you're going, or just overall your sense of direction is getting worse. Those can be telltale signs of problems with a part of your brain. And in particular, we're going to talk about a part of your brain called the hippocampus. Okay, the hippocampus is deep within two lobes of your brain. So just behind your ear here on each side is a part of your brain called the temporal lobe. Okay, now it's involved with speech and memory and several other functions. But deep in the temporal lobe, closer to the center of the brain, there's a structure called the hippocampus. Now it is implicated in a lot of degenerative and disease processes, and in particular Alzheimer's. You'll see it degenerate. But when we start to lose our sense of direction and we have decreased thyroid activity, one of the areas that suffer is the brain and all the nerve cells or neurons in the brain. What you'll find is that there will be degeneration or loss of function within those neurons, and you will go through a process called transneural, so through, trans means through, neuronal, so neuron degeneration. And when that occurs, basically the nerve cells are dying. Now the unique thing about the nerve cells of your body, so all those cells that make up your brain and all of your nervous system tissue, all the nerve cells, they don't go through a process called mitosis. Now, if you remember that, that's a process where your cells duplicate and replicate. So all the other cells of your body, they go through mitosis. But nerve cells, you're born with all the nerve cells. So when a nerve cell dies, it doesn't come back. So when you have Hashimoto's and you have high levels of inflammation, it can be toxic and it can destroy those nerve cells. When you have hypo or low thyroid function and low availability of thyroid hormone, and it doesn't mean that the quantity has to be low. It's just, it could be that your body's ability to use it is impaired. And that can happen through estrogen dominances and all kinds of other hormones and systems and things affect your body's ability to use the thyroid hormone that you have. When this occurs, your nerve cells do not get the thyroid hormone that they need, and they can suffer and they can degenerate and die as a result. So your thyroid hormone, if it's low or your body can't use what it has, that will also impair your circulation. So how many people with hypothyroidism or low thyroid symptoms have cold hands, feet, the tip of their nose is cold? Well, let me tell you, if your extremities are cold, guess what? Your brain is. I mean, it's an extremity too. It's away from the body. And also the blood has to pump up against gravity. So if you don't have good thyroid function, you get poor perfusion or poor circulation to the brain. And guess what the nerve cells need? Oxygen, nutrients from the blood, thyroid hormone that goes with the blood. So there are so many things here, but what will end up happening is that you have degeneration of the brain if you have poor thyroid hormone availability, if you have high levels of inflammation, and all of these things are extremely important at preventing brain degenerative conditions like Alzheimer's. So I wanted to share that with you guys because there are so many things. People think that the thyroid, we don't particularly have an appreciation for all of its effects on the body, but every single cell in your body, every single cell, brain to your toenails, every single cell, they have receptors where they have to have thyroid hormone so that they can rebuild and replicate. When you don't have enough thyroid hormone, the cell suffers. And when the cell suffers, the tissue suffers and you suffer. So I wanted to share this with you guys. There's direct implications between thyroid hormone function, inflammation, and brain degeneration. So, Dr. Shook, this is Sauna Session 7. Today is Friday, August 28th, and I'll share another video with you soon. But I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for taking time to learn more about your health, and I'll see you on the next video.
Hey guys, Dr. Shook, thank you for viewing our videos. I hope they help you out. If you want to, just subscribe to our channel somewhere here. You can watch a video that YouTube's actually selected for you, so hopefully it'll help you out. If you need any other information or resources, just look in the description. We've got links to our website, to our 9 lab test guidebook, and everything else that we do. I really appreciate you, and I hope you guys have a great